Lawmakers are demanding answers as they just sent this letter over to the Acting Inspector General of Social Security, and SSA may be in some hot water. Well, I'm going to share with you exactly what this letter says. In fact, in just a minute here, I'll pop it up on the screen so you can see exactly what they're saying here, and they're calling on immediate answers to their questions as well as quarterly updates out of Social Security with all the major changes that they've been seeing and how this is impacting not only Social Security as a whole, but also the beneficiaries. Now, really quickly, I want to ask a quick question. Have you seen disruptions within Social Security, whether it's when you call the 1-800 number, whether it is when you look on your My Social Security account, whether it's when you're navigating the Social Security website, whether it's with your monthly benefit check? I would really appreciate hearing from you. And again, I only have, so much that I'm seeing, right? I'm just kind of curious. I want a bigger sample size. So if you've seen any disruption within your Social Security or anything that you've noticed, I'd love to hear from you down below. And again, if you don't want to share it, that's totally fine too. I just really appreciate that. And again, it gives me a much bigger sample size to work with here to see like, hey, are a lot of people experiencing any kind of disruptions or anything like that? But lawmakers are really having a fit with this whole thing. And again, I'm not saying that we shouldn't be. All I'm saying is that they're pretty upset here with their letter. Anyway, let's pop it up on the screen now. Here is the letter. This is the actual letter that these lawmakers sent over, again, to the Acting Inspector General of Social Security, demanding these different answers to their whole laundry list of their different questions and concerns here. Now, I'm not going to read the letter to you, but you can kind of scan through it here as I talk through some of the details. But I think this year we all recognize a ton of changes have been coming in, right? Some of which have been recommendations out of DOGE, and then also, the acting commissioner, Lee Dudek, has also been out implementing some of these own independent changes within Social Security, which we've talked about in tons of these different press releases that have come out lately this year. We know that a lot of different things have been changing, right? Well, it's exactly what the letter is stating as well, right? So they literally have this laundry list, right? You see it there in the whole letter. They have this laundry list basically asking the acting commissioner, hey, is this impacting Social Security? How about this over here? How about this over here? They have this whole long list of all these different things, including the reduction of payrolls, in other words, employees within Social Security, from 57,000 down to 50,000 people, the implementation of some of these other rules, and all these different changes that they've been implementing just so far this year. They've only been around. They've only been making these changes for a couple months here, right? Basically since January 20th, the formation of DOGE, and we've seen all these different things happening, right? So anyway, these lawmakers want them, as in the Inspector General, to update them quarterly on any of these changes that are out there, okay? So they're very concerned about Social Security as a whole, which I think a lot of us are very concerned about Social Security, but then also the beneficiary, and again, what these changes are doing. Now, I just want to say this. This could be just my speculation on this. I could be 100% wrong with this, but let me throw this out there really fast. Okay, so do you remember the old, or the former, sorry, I was going to say old. I didn't mean to say old. The former, sorry, the former Social Security Commissioner, Martin O'Malley, right? Remember him from last year, right? He was around for a while. But anyway, he's been out a number of times in interviews so far this year, right? The Martin O'Malley situation, a couple months ago, he was saying between 30 and 90 days, we're going to see a collapse of Social Security, and suggesting that we're going to see this massive disruption. Well, he was just out the other day, yet again, in another town hall, and suggesting he believes that in the month of May, that we're going to see major disruption to Social Security in May. Well, that's like, as I film this video right now, that's just a couple days from right now, okay? Now, here's the thing. I just want to say this. I think when Martin O'Malley was there, probably did a couple of really good things, right? I think Martin O'Malley probably did some very necessary and good changes to Social Security while he was the acting commissioner when he was there, right? However, it's statements like this that I really don't like. I really don't like when these statements come out like this, okay? I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I'm not saying all that. We don't know if Social Security is going to be disrupted in the month of May. But here's the thing. I don't like statements like this because when people come out and make statements like that, it really makes a lot of people very worried. I don't think that's right. I don't like when people do that. And again, I have people comment down below sometimes and say, you're just a fearmonger. That's all you're doing. You're just trying to get us scared. I do the absolute opposite. I come back here and actually tell you, I do not believe there's going to be a disruption to our monthly benefits. I've said that many, many times. I've said that probably, I don't know, 50 times? I don't think that's exaggerating, honestly. Probably 50 times in the course of videos and in live streams over the last, call it 3 months or so. I don't think I'd be exaggerating by saying at least 50 times I've said that, probably even more than that. Anyway, I don't think we're going to see a disruption to our monthly benefit, right? Are we going to see some changes? Absolutely. Have we already seen some changes? Yep, we sure have, right? Now, again, define disruption to our monthly benefit. Is it the reinstatement of the 100% garnishment? Well, that took place back in the end of March, right? How is he identifying and how is he quantifying the actual disruption of benefits, right? Because, we could have one person have their benefit disrupted. He could be like, see, look, told you, disrupted, right? So, again, I'm just kind of saying, I wish these kind of statements wouldn't come out like this, because all it's doing, it's not helping at all. It's scaring people. I don't feel like that's the right thing to do. We could certainly come back and say, okay, there's some less than ideal changes coming out right now. Not agreeing with them. Don't love how this is playing out right now. We could look at it and we continue to watch what's going on here and just see what's going to happen with all this, which I say this all the time in the videos as well. Let's just watch and see. Let's wait and see. Don't know. There's literally no point in speculating, May's going to be the month where it crashes and burns. I don't know about that, and I don't like saying that because that just instills a lot of fear into seniors and retirees and people with disabilities who are relying on these monthly benefits. I don't like that, and I feel like that's not really a fair statement to come out with. But anyway, I would anticipate, again, these lawmakers drafted and sent this letter to the Acting Inspector General of Social Security simply because of some of the statements that Martin O'Malley made just the other day in that town hall. So, who knows? Maybe he's totally right. Maybe he knows. Maybe he has a crystal ball. Maybe he is a person that can see into the future. I don't know. But we'll only know here in the next few weeks, right? That's all we can literally do is just wait and see what happens. Now, why would he isolate May and act like May is going to be the month in which we see the disruption? Why May? May's nothing... There's nothing unique about May when it comes to Social Security, right? As of right now, there's not. Is it just because of the accumulation of all these different changes that are coming in here and that are all being implemented, and then all of a sudden we're going to see it here in May? Or what's the detail here, right? So, I don't know. Either way, I am in the camp of, yep, we've seen some major changes. Yep, we've seen some disruption to the program as a whole. But as far as monthly benefits going out, again, somebody please tell me, has anybody seen disruption to their monthly benefit checks? Have you seen a check not arrive? In great numbers, right? There's always going to be, it doesn't matter who's in charge or what's going on. There's always going to be some one-off or some beneficiaries that are not receiving benefit checks for some unknown reason with their own personal situation. But collectively as a whole, everybody, massive disruption? I don't know about that. Anyway, I wanted to share this letter with you really quickly. Let's just see what happens here. Let's see what kind of remarks we get out of the Acting Inspector General here within Social Security, what they call on here, as well as what are the further changes we get out of Social Security, which there's been a number of them, and there will certainly be many, many more. Anyway, just want to share this letter with you really quickly here. I will continue to keep you posted with any further details. Now, if you want more certainty, hey, check this out. See this phone number right here? Okay, that number will connect you with a dedicated Medicare team of trusted advisors to help you with your initial enrollment into Medicare, Medicare supplements, otherwise known as Medigap plans, Part D coverages, Medicare Advantage, whatever it happens to be. If you're turning 65, if you're retiring, if you're moving across state lines or county lines, if you have a Medigap plan, if you have one of these plans, please call them, write that phone number down, take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you'd have to do. They are helping seniors every single day, which, by the way, they are the leading advisors in the entire country that are helping seniors every single day. The leaders, the best in class in this country that are helping seniors navigate Medicare. And again, while working every single day, looking across 20,000+ plans across the country to find the best plan at the best price with the best coverages in your local area for your personal needs, so you can see the doctors you want, the providers you want to go to, the networks or the clinics you want to be visiting. again, the prescription coverages that you want, if you need any at all, whatever it happens to be, they will find all of those best options, present your options, and again, hopefully getting you the best coverages and saving you a ton of money along the way, which, by the way, as we speak right here, well over 1,000 of you here in this community have already called them. Hundreds and hundreds of you, I've seen the numbers, I've seen the comments, I've seen the testimonials. Hundreds and hundreds of you have already saved a ton of money. $100 a month, $200 a month, anywhere in between $1,000+ a year that are being saved because of this. A simple 5, 10, 15, maybe 20-minute phone call, saving a whole bunch of money just by simply asking some questions. Not sure about you, but that sounds like a very good return on your time. A short phone call, saving hundreds of dollars or well over $1,000. I don't know. That's pretty awesome, which, by the way, the average savings is $1,100 for the average senior that they're working with. Obviously, that's the average, not guaranteed, but that's the average savings. So anyway, there you go. Phone number right there. You see it, write it down, take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you got to do. And again, anything in regards to your Medicare needs, Medicare Advantage, Part D plans, Medicare supplements, and Medigap plans, initial enrollment in Medicare, whatever it happens to be, please give them a call. You don't have to hack this out yourself. You can if you want to. If you want to do it yourself, go for it. That's absolutely fine. But I'm saying if you can get a knowledgeable professional on your side to do this 100% for free for you, I don't know why you wouldn't do that. 100% free to have somebody work on your behalf and do that for you. I don't know. Sounds pretty amazing to me. Anyway, write the phone number down, give them a call, and I think you'll be very shocked with how incredibly helpful they are. Anyway, who do you know that's in this situation that needs some help with this? Again, friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, co-workers. I know you know a few people. Just think of 1, 2, or 3 people in that situation. Please share that phone number with them. Also, let's help some other people out right now, get some assistance with their Medicare, and transition into this right now. It's a kind of a tough transition. Let's help some other people out with this transition so that they don't need to struggle and be frustrated and waste a bunch of time with that. Anyway, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Otherwise, if you're new here, if you have not done so yet, please consider subscribing. 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Otherwise, check out the other 5,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen now in just a second. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, just have a nice day, and I hope I can see you again soon in the next video. Take care, and I'll catch you guys.